First off, I think it'd just be good to give the people a quick introduction into who you are, not only as an artist, but also just as a person as well.
Kia ora, for those who don't know me, my name is Sophie-Maude. I'm 22 years old from Tauranga, but I live in Mount Maunganui. And I have been releasing music since December 2020. And since then, I've gone on to do some pretty cool things like be have two songs on MTV Australia, and my music's been played on ZM, The Edge, and yeah, so I'm just making my way out there, but a bit about me as a person. I'm on the spectrum, and I work with a lot of people who are also on the autism spectrum, and yeah.
I read you previously somewhere that you were really inspired by local artists like Georgia Lines and Ricky Reed,
Mhm.
Benny
Yeah.
Page, I think I saw.
Yes,
What
yeah.
have you learned through analyzing their journeys in music that you've applied to your own?
Yeah, so the first thing I learned, I guess, just even when like some of these people I've met is like first off, they're just normal people who are really creative and they're really down to earth, and that's something I love about New Zealand artists. But I've learned a lot just watching them grow. There's a lot new artists that are kind of on the rise at the moment who is like piqued my interest lately as well. People like Rosetta, Kenzie, Imani J. So it's just every time I see another artist in New Zealand, it just makes me so excited to actually keep working hard to get my music out there.
And you said before that you're from Tauranga. I
I
am
am.
also from Tauranga. Let's
No
go.
way!
They are plenty
Yay!
hard.
Let's
Complete
go!
other side though. Complete other side.
Oh,
I grew up
true.
in Bethlehem,
Oh, true.
but
Me too. Well,
oh
for a bit, and then I
no
moved to
way.
Welcome Bay.
Wait,
Yeah,
I used to also used to live in Marco Bay too.
bro. Okay, I was gonna
Bro,
ask
really,
where,
I
but
went.
you probably don't want. Where in Welcome Bay did you live?
I can't remember. I was like 3, but I went to Selwyn Ridge
Oh,
Primary School.
no way! Oh my
Yeah,
God, I remember that. The
crazy.
hippie
Um,
school.
the hippie school, yeah, a little bit, from what I remember. How do you think growing up in Tauranga has helped shape you and your sound as an artist?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty difficult one. I'm from a pretty beautiful place, but there's not a lot going on in Tauranga. The only real music scene that there is like the LAB boys and the Cora boys, which is great to have them around. And, I often go to watch them jam out, or we might, play a song together, just for fun. But there's not a lot of artists my age. It is really hard being separated from the scene in Auckland. And so, yeah, it can definitely get a bit lonely sometimes. But I feel like coming from such a low-key place, like the vibes are good in Mount, like it's not crazy busy. So I think, yeah, if that answers your question.
It does answer the question, but do you feel the pressure to have to move at some point?
Definitely, like, I think whether it's Auckland or whether it's international, I think there's only so much I can do without being there in person. Unless I can live in one place and constantly travel. It just comes down to, how chaotic that looks, and also it's probably more realistic money-wise living in the location than traveling there multiple times. But even just like I'm so open to living in Australia or Europe. I've got family from France and I'm learning French at the moment, and I'd love to actually get into like the French market, maybe like a French song.
Mm,
So yeah, I mean, my name is literally French, so it just makes sense to broaden not just to Auckland, but to bigger, bigger
around the
places.
world,
Yeah, 100%. With
around the
like a
world.
lot, yeah, a lot more opportunities.
You've just released a new track, Hotel Lobby, a song that you labeled as an evolution of you breaking out of the G-rated pigeonhole.
Yeah.
How important was it to you to do that at this point of your career?
I mean, I'm turning 23 this year. Like, I kind of want to fill up the room more instead of just being like focused on, you know, singing to 12-year-olds, if you like. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't know, I just feel like I look young. I'm quite short and I'm treated a lot younger than I am. And I just want to I'm literally a woman right now, guys. Like I can write about like spicy songs, spicy things. So yeah.
Lock it,
Anyway,
lock it.
stop. You're making me stim right now. So yeah, it's just I want to be like I want to be a bad bitch right now. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I'm not getting any like it's all downhill from now. Like like I'm gonna start losing my hair like Nick and
Hopefully not that bad. Hopefully
I'm
not
gonna
that.
get saggy and wrinkly and like now's the time, bro.
Yeah. Do you kind of view it as like your Christina Aguilera genie in a bottle kind of moment?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I also think I saw that you were inspired by her vocally too, in
Oh,
another
hell
interview.
yeah. Yeah, her and Tori Kelly, like, in my
Oh, Tori
opinion,
Kelly, that's a deep cut.
uh, like, honestly, I genuinely think they're like some of the best vocalists. Same with Jessie J. Like, in terms of technique, vocal run ability, just like that grunt and tone and personality, like, I feel like far exceeds any like other artists in the world. Same with Whitney Houston, like they've just got it. Like they've
Mm.
unlocked their full potential. There's nothing else for them to really learn. Although like they have quite different music to what I release, write and release. Like when it comes down to vocally and what I love to sing and what I want to strive myself towards, it's definitely those artists.
So you have been singing and making music for a while now, like you said, since you were 10.
Yeah, I started writing when I was 8, and then in lockdown when I was 15, I got back into it. And then yeah, I released my first song when I was 16 and end of
Oh,
2020. It wasn't
yeah.
until I released Take Me Away that I got in 2021 that I got really serious about it because that's when,
Mm.
Take Me Away got to number one in the Kiwi charts and it was on MTV Australia and it got on ZM and premiered on The Edge. And so that's what really made me realize that I could totally take this seriously, if I wanted to.
And how do you feel like you've evolved as an artist from like 8-year-old you writing
Mhm.
songs at home to like 23-year-old you as like a grown adult?
It's so funny because when I was 8, I got like a little diary for my birthday from a friend, and I like literally remember several of the songs, and it's really, really bad. Like, one of them was
But you are
like,
8 though, so you can't expect it to be like amazing.
yeah, I know, but it's really like obviously you're an 8-year-old, like you can tell, but it's like, tell me what you want, tell me what you want. I keep on rocking till you stop. Tell me what you want, tell me what you want. I
That
keep
low-key
on
sounds
talking.
like a hit.
I look, you think it is like, no.
You need to remake that.
I should, like for real. That's funny.
Yeah.
But when I was 15 and I was in lockdown and my dad had a piano and I was like, I'm gonna teach myself like basic stuff on the piano. I'm gonna write a song. And what I had in mind, like I haven't released a song because I low-key like kind of hate it now. But I wrote a song and I was like, I'm gonna write a song that Rule from Australia is gonna want
Mm,
to duet. Because I
yeah.
was obsessed with him. And I was like, I'm gonna write the song and I'm just gonna manifest it. And like, I didn't release it, but it really got me passionate about writing. And I'd spend hours like in my room just playing the piano and writing. Like I've never done that before. And not gonna lie, like I don't write nearly as much as I did during lockdown because I had nothing to do. But
Yeah.
I really, really found my love for creativity and my spark for it. So, I think as I've grown as a person, my music has changed. And through life experiences, it's given me like the ability to write more in depth. And I mean, like with my last song, Under Your Spell, that song was about growing up with very severe OCD and what it was like. I spent time in, special camps and with psychiatrists and some time in hospital as well. So I was able to go into depth a lot more. And yeah, I just think like as you age, you understand more about life, so you can write better about it, you know?
So you are also very open about your neurodiversity.
Mm-hmm.
How do
Yeah.
you find ways to flip what some people might consider a barrier into something that can work in your favor?
100% being honest, I'm so glad I'm on the spectrum because I genuinely don't think I would like be able to come up with like the creativity that I do have if I wasn't on the spectrum. I feel like most artists are at least ADHD or something because, you know, you're not really able to think outside of the box when you're like so, you know, you know what I
I know
mean?
what you mean.
Neurotypical. So like I'm just really grateful that I can I actually can't not think out of the box. So I think that helps me with my songwriting and also the way that you kind of have to tell a story when it comes to songwriting, like putting it into a song and singing it
Yeah.
and rhyming it. And I guess like I do have my challenges. Like my challenges don't come with music. It's more so like home life, social skills and stuff. I'm quite an out there person, which is why I love meeting people. I love giving so much energy, and like it can be hard when that energy is not reciprocated. Like I do get judged quite a lot because I'm a very forward person. Like I may have never seen you before, and I go like, "Oh my God, I love your earrings!" Blah 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 blah. What's your name? Blah 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 blah. What do you do for a living? You know. So in that sense, like I still struggle to read social cues and stuff, but it means that I'm really good when it comes to working with people on the spectrum. So I 2 days a week teach music. Four of my students, we do kind of like a music therapy and also just mentoring. It's quite different to the other students I have because I'm actually in touch with the parents, and often I'm able to kind of give the kids advice, and I'm more kind of included in their lives, which is really cool. I think in the last few months, I've actually been fortunate enough to like raise $300,000 New Zealand
Jeez.
dollars for charities in the last few months alone, which has been like wild. Like genuinely, like that's a lot of money. I
That's
don't
so
know
much
how,
money.
like, yeah, so I'm constantly wanting to just be a spokesperson for people on the spectrum. Yeah.
And just to finish it all off, I know you got somewhere to be. Is there anything you wanted to add or say to people watching now?
Yeah. If any of you guys have any questions on whether you're neurodiverse or whether you're not neurodiverse, like my inbox is always open. If you guys have questions on maybe how to become an artist or how to write your first song or how to pitch your songs to radio, like send me a message and I'd love to give you some advice.